time for the Romper Room School. I'm Miss Helena. How are you this morning? Are you feeling well? Are you ready to play some games with us? You know, if you're not feeling very well today, perhaps you're just going to sit on the lounge and do some singing with us. And a very special hello to my friends who are in hospital. I know a lot of you like to watch Romper Room. A big hello from me and from Mr. Doobie too. I hope you'll be better soon. We've got some new friends to meet today before we play with our musical instruments. I hope everyone will be able to remember the names. You listen carefully too here, won't you? Who's that right down the end? I think it might be Daniel. What have you got to show me? What does that do?
A big cloud.
Oh, look at it, and look, the propeller's going round. Press very hard and let's see how fast they can go. What a beauty. What's the little knob on the top? What does that make it? Ah, now when the plane puts his wheels down like that, what does it usually mean, Daniel? Coming into land. Yes, look at that. I haven't seen one like that before. It's a beauty. Thank you, Daniel. Next to Daniel is Derek, and Derek has one of the computer games. I think you better bring it up here, Derek, because I don't know how these work. Come on, come on.
Now, do you see that bottom? That's game A, and that game is very easy.
Right.
And that's game B, and that's very hard.
Is it?
And that's the time.
Right. Now, there are two players. Well, you press that button and I'll press this button. What have we got to do?
You've got to catch the men. Got to catch
The men that are parachuting, you've got to get them on the raft, have you?
Do. And if you let them into the river, you'll lose.
You lose points.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, we start? When will we start? Better do game A, shall we?
Yeah, because that's the easy.
All right. I do this one? What's that mean?
And that means you missed, and
That means I missed.
Oh, we missed that one. Sure, press that one.
I suppose you're pretty good at it. Do you sometimes play one hand on each side?
And I got 52.
Did you? Oh, lots of fun with those. That's the way. What's that other thing you've got there sitting on your table?
It's a
Dinosaur, indeed it is. Well, turn his face around so we can see those great big teeth. Look at it. Oh, dear. Would you like it if dinosaurs were living today?
Yes.
They're huge, big animals, aren't they? Do you have a collection of those, or is that the first one you've got?
That's the first one I got.
Oh, fierce-looking thing indeed.
And I even saw some more.
Perhaps you can start collecting them now, Derek. Next to me is Michelle, and she's brought in her family treehouse. How do we open it?
It's with that, and then
Press
open.
Oh, there we are. Wow. Bedroom and bathrooms and lounge rooms, all sorts of things. And what's inside this tiny little one?
That's the dog.
That's the doghouse, is it? Oh, look. It's a pretty smart kennel too. Rug and things to keep him cosy in there. Lucky old spot.
I take this that's at the Melbourne Zoo.
At the zoo, and you've got a clown with you on the bike. Down in Melbourne, were you, at the zoo? It's good fun. Lovely. Thank you, Michelle. Like the things that you've brought in. Now we're going to say hello to Andrew. What's this?
It's Kermit.
Oh, Kermit the Frog it is too. Who made these nice puppets?
My granny did.
Did she? They're very nice, aren't they? See, but
And I'll show you how this one works.
See if you can get my finger. Does he bite?
No.
No.
He doesn't have teeth like dinosaurs.
No, he doesn't. Look at old Kermit's googly eyes too. They're big ones. Your Nan must be a very good knitter, I think. Oh, very nice. And what's the picture? Is that a dino? No, I know what that is. It's an elephant, isn't it? Is it an elephant? Did you draw it all by yourself? Look at his great big long trunk there. That's the way. Thank you, Andrew. Now it's Ben's turn to say hello. What have you got there, Ben?
A truck.
A truck. Who made it?
My daddy and me built it.
Did you? Now, what sort of things did you need to make it? started off with some blocks of wood, yes. Now, how'd you get the wood to stay together?
We glued it.
Yes. And did you put in some nails too? A few nails there, I think I can see. How many wheels does your truck have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And one more makes 6, doesn't it? Yes, 6 wheels altogether. Very good. What are you going to make next? Got something in mind? Maybe you'll make a little car this time. Have a collection of those. That's the way, Ben. Nice to see that you're making things.
One day I'll tell my daddy to make a little blocks of wood.
Do you like to make them? You got sandpaper to smooth the edges too? Yes, it's nice fun making
I'm
things.
allowed to smooth trucks.
Yeah? You do it by yourself, do you? That's good. Let's say hello to our last friend, and it's Karen. She's brought in her music box, and if you open it up, we'll have a little look inside, Karen. Can you open it? Is it one of those musical ones? Oh, there she goes. That's Lara's thing that you can hear too. Any jewels in there, Karen, that we can have a look at? Oh, you got a bracelet. It's good for all sorts of little treasures, isn't it? Is that a necklace or is it another bangle?
It's a necklace.
Yeah. That's the way. Put them back and turn it off. Well, I think we'll get our musical instruments ready now. It's rhythm band time. You see if you can find something to play, and I would like you to join in with us, will you? Choose your instrument and get a hat to wear. Thought you might like the drum. There's your drumstick. Oh, nice sound too. Michelle, would you like some bells or would you like the castanets? Okay. I think I'll have the other. Put your hat on. Now, I'll show you how to hold the triangle so that you get the best sound, Karen. Hold by the tape and just twinkle that way to the side, okay? Good girl. Now, of course, we'll have to have a line. Who'd like to be the leader for me?
Me.
Okay, come on. Now, leaders always have to have nice smiling faces. Hold up your instrument, out like that. Very good. Everyone behind Karen. Have you chosen your instrument yet? Let me see. Would you like to have the castanets? They're not castanets, are they? They're cymbals. Just come here behind Michelle. Good boy. That's the way, Andrew. Now, let's all say, ready, please, Mr. Music. Thank you. So beautifully that time, and I could hear some lovely instruments, but I couldn't see very many happy faces this morning. And nobody was marching. You're just walking around the romper room. This time, will you lift up your knees and let me see you smile? Okay, and we'll get a different leader. Here we are. Daniel can be the leader with his drum. Everyone behind Daniel, that's it. Come on, round you go. Now, let's see. Perhaps if you hold your drum up with one hand like that and then beat. Make a better sound? I think it does, doesn't it, Daniel? That's the way. Beat on the drum and we'll say, ready, please, Mr. Music. Ready, please, Mr. Music. March together. Good. Maybe Mr. Music will find a different piece to play. We're going to change our instruments. You know what this is called? That's the tambourine. Ben played the tambourine. Now he's going to play the triangle. Who's going to play the bells, I wonder? 2 castanets here, if somebody would like them. That's it. Come on, Ben. Stand behind Ben, that's the way. Make sure your hat's on properly. You have to hold that drum in one hand. That's the girl. Andrew, come down the end here. That's the boy. Well, we're ready to go again, and I'll get the leader to ask Mr. Music to play for us. Big voice.
Ready? Come on. Ready to play to Mr. Music?
That's the way. Now, this will be our last turn, so let's have a different instrument as we go. You having trouble with your hat, Lee and Michelle? Let's put it to the back just a bit. Oh, I like the sound of those castanets. Now, we need a different leader. Who could be the leader for me? Daniel, you've had a turn, haven't you? And Karen's had a turn, and so's Ben. What about Michelle? Ready to go? That's the way. Everybody at home now can say, ready, please, Mr. Music.
Ready.
Thank you. Your piano playing this morning, Mr. Music. Thank you. Put your instruments away now and take off your hats. That's the way. Now, go over to your chairs and we'll all have a look at the pictures that the friends at home have been sending you. I like this time where I can have a look at the things that you've been doing at home. Today I've got some very interesting pictures to see too. There are some paintings and drawings, lots of colouring in, and some special pasting and cutting out as well. Let's see who this first picture is from. It's from Bianca, and she's 3 years of age. She got out her paints one day, and she said it was raining outside, so she decided to paint the wet weather. Now, can you guess which might be the big rain cloud there? Would it be this part here or the other side?
Outside.
This here, the purple part? Yes, because sometimes those thunder clouds look very black indeed, don't they? A dark blue, black, purpley colour. And she said, that's the big thunder cloud. And if you see the little spots, that means that it's the rain inside the thunder cloud. Then, I think that cloud must have been clearing because over here she's done some very bright colours. What do you think that might be? Something that we see after the rain. Yes, it's the rainbow. Good boy, Ben. I like that too. She called it a wet day. Underneath you'll see a pencil drawing, and this time it's from Angela. And of course you know who it is, don't you? It's Mr. Doobie. Look what she did to make the Mr. Doobie's head. Just a perfect circle. And she said she traced round a jar that Mummy had in the kitchen to get a very, very nice circle indeed. Put in 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth, and you've got Mr. Doobie's head. Then she did a long shape, a little bit like an egg, isn't it, to make his body. Added the wings and the feet, and there's one very nice Mr. Doobie. Let's now look at the pasting and cutting that Timothy's done. Oh, he's tried very hard with this, and it must have taken him a long time to do it too. See these little girls? Little dolls they are, cut-out dolls. Now, I know that that would have taken a long time because you have to have tiny scissors and cut very carefully. Otherwise, you might cut the arms off there and they won't stay together. Or you can cut the skirt too and one of them falls off. So that's a very time-consuming job to make all those little dolls. And he's done a frame for the picture and some colours up the top. It's very nice, Timothy. Good boy. Next to it, he's made a boat this time, with pink sails and the blue for the water, and a little touch of yellow in the corner. That represents the sun. I think Timothy's tried very hard. Good boy. Now, the next one comes from Michelle and Jason, and Michelle is Jason's big sister, and Jason said that she did the drawing and Jason coloured it in for me. Look, that looks like Jack and the Beanstalk, doesn't it? Down here is one of those purple beans, I think they're called broad beans, that you find in the garden, and that's his bean plant that grows at the back of his house. Mr. Doobie's got some sunglasses on. I think it's because that flower is just so bright and beautiful. Do you think it might be? And they're the ones that Mr. Doobie looks for because he knows they're the sweetest ones to taste. Here's a nice picture that comes from Craig. Craig tried very hard too. It says, it's a picture of me and Craig playing together. We're playing some games in Romper Room. Now let's see which games we're playing. There's Craig. He's got his punch ball. I've got my punch ball. And here we are marching together. I've got the Romper Room stick there, and Craig has his shaker as well. Now, upside down here it says that there's a picture of the bike that Craig got for Christmas. Now, he didn't do the drawing. His Auntie Robin drew the bike just to show us. Looks like a nice bike, doesn't it? Nice, fast bike. Craig's a lucky boy. Next to that, we're going to see the picture that comes from Kelly. She's 4, and she's done the people, all the friends sitting down at their chairs for refreshment time in Romper Room. Let's count the children. 1, 2, 3. I'm in the middle. 4, 5, 6. And there's Kelly's house, and she says, that's me. Guess who this is? Do you know? Yes, it has to be Mr. Doobie, doesn't it? Now, Melissa decided to do some painting too, and she's just called hers a pattern. She used all the colours that she liked, green and yellow, red. What's this colour here?
Blue.
Very dark blue, isn't it? Almost a purple, red and green. And that's from Melissa. Julie decided to use her crayons to make her picture of Mr. Doobie. Look at those stripes. I like those very black ones, and bright yellow stripes make Mr. Doobie look special, don't they? Tree and a flower, and I guess he's heading for that flower on a sunny day. And that one's from Julie. She's 5. The last picture we're going to see is one that Matthew has done of Mr. Doobie, but Mr. Doobie got a fright. Look at him. His hair's standing up on his head. Do you like that one? He's not very happy about it either. Not smiling at all. He's very cross. I wonder what scared Mr. Doobie. Well, there are lots of lovely pictures for me to have a look at this morning, and thank you very much for sending them in. Now, if you have another one, or if you haven't already sent me one, well, you can send it to Miss Helena, the Romper Room, Channel 7. Put your stamp in, and most importantly, remember to put your address as well so I can write back to you. Now, I think we'll have another game. It's called Kim's Game, where we have different things on the table. I cover them up and change them around, and I need you to tell me which ones I've changed. Have to have sharp eyes. Yesterday we talked about the things that we use to do our clothes up with. We talked about some buttons. Where would you find buttons?
On clothes.
What type of clothes? Do you find them on your singlet? Not usually, no. On shirts or skirts or pants. What's
On
this
shirts.
called? Yes, indeed you do. Do you know what that one is? Where would you find that? It's a buckle, and we usually find it on a belt. What about this one?
A pin.
Pin. That's if we lose a button. Or if we're getting too fat and we can't do up our skirt or our pants. Sometimes we have to use a safety pin. Do you know what this is called?
No.
Have a look
A
at
zip.
it. Yes, it's a zipper. Where do we find those?
On shirt. On shirt.
Sometimes at the back of our dress we find them, or our pants and jeans, they have zippers in them. Who can do zippers up?
Me.
Yes, they're quite easy, aren't they? Good. Now, what have I got? Some elastic. See how it stretches? Sometimes we have pants that have elastic in the waistband. They're easy to keep on. Don't have to do any... Yes, they keep your pants up. Stop them from falling down. Don't need any zippers or any buttons. Just pull them up and the elastic stretches so you can get them on and then closes up to keep them on. How many things do I have now? I have the buttons. I have a buckle, a safety pin, a zipper and some elastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Now, what do you use to put your buttons on? How do you get them to stay on?
Sew them on.
Yes, sew them on with some needles. There are needles. And that makes 6 things that are on my table. The buttons are first, then the buckle, the safety pin, the zipper, the elastic and the needles down the end. Close your eyes. I'm going to change something. Just one thing for our first turn, right? Open them up and see if you can tell me which one.
And needles.
Needles are still down here. I didn't change those, no. Did I change the buttons?
No.
No. Andrew, can you see something I changed? Can anybody see?
It's big. The safety pin.
All right, Karen, put it where it should be. A safety pin wasn't next to the buttons, no. That's it. Is that right? No, don't think so. Come back and have another try, Kevin. No, not that one. The pin was up here somewhere. Now, where should it be? There? Is that the right spot, Daniel?
The is the wrong one.
First of all, we had the buttons, didn't we? Then we had the buckle, then the safety pin, the zipper, the elastic, and the needles. Now we've got them back in their right spot. Let's try again. I might change the elastic this time. Might be the buttons. Let's see. I don't want you to peep. Close your eyes. Have a look. Ben, could you come and put the buttons in their right spot? No, they don't go there, do they? Where should they go? There. Who thinks they go next to the safety pin?
Me.
No. Someone at home saying, no, that's not the spot. No. Come on, Derek, do you know where the buttons go? I think you're right. Good boy. Let's look carefully now and see. The buttons are first, then the buckle, the safety pin, the zipper, the elastic, and last of all, the needles. Try again. Open your eyes and have a look.
Elastic.
The elastic, where is it? Where's the elastic, Andrew? It's missing. Could you put it in its right spot? Good boy. The buckle is worrying me. Where do you think that should go?
The buckle is next to the button.
Yes, that's right. We better count and see if we've got everything here then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we had 6 things before. What's missing? What's missing? It was dark blue.
The zipper.
Yes, good girl, Karen. There it is there. Dark blue zipper. Just check and see if there are 6 things on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. This will be our last turn. Ready? Where's that safety pin going to be? Where are the buttons going to be? Have a look.
Safing pins! Down there.
It's missing, isn't it? Well, come on, Daniel, put it where it should go. You think it goes there?
There.
All right, well, we'll see. Michelle, could you put the needles in their right spot? That's an easy one, isn't it? Right down the end. No, don't think that's right. Oh, we're getting them mixed up. Who thinks the needles go there?
No, me.
Where do you think they go, Ben? Right down the end like that. Right, I think that's right. Where does the safety pin go?
Right there.
Yes, on the other side, doesn't it? We'll move them up, and there's something missing.
Buttons.
Buttons. How many buttons were there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, let's count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 buttons, and they go at the beginning of the row. Is that right now? Yes, I think so. And they're the things that you use when you're doing up your clothes, the things to keep them on. Let's see what they are. First of all, the buttons, then the buckle, then the safety pin. What's this one? The zipper, elastic, and the needles. Good. Would you like to put your posture baskets on now? Let's do that. I hope you've got something to put on your head. See if you can balance it, but we will have to walk very slowly. Yesterday when we tried them to walk with our posture basket, they slipped all over the floor everywhere. We just couldn't keep them on. Karen?
I saw that I did because I was watching.
Yes?
And even I got one at home.
What type of basket do you have at home? Is it one that Mummy puts her bread in?
No, it's a green one.
And it's plastic like ours, is it? Does it stay on very well? Well, you should have a good
Yes, it
turn if you've been
does.
practicing
It
at
does.
home. Okay.
But it's not, it's tough. It's tougher.
Hands beside you. Get your voices ready, because we need to ask Mr. Music to play for us. Ready, please, Mr. Music.
See me walk so straight and tall. I won't let my basket fall. Eyes ahead and don't look down. Keep that basket off the ground. Watch me hold my head up high, like a soldier marching by. My back that's straight and strong, you see, helps to make a healthy me. See me walk so straight and tall. I won't let my basket fall. Eyes ahead and don't look down. Keep that basket off the ground. Watch me hold my head up high, like a soldier marching by. A back that's straight and strong, you see, helps to make a healthy me.
Not too bad, not too bad. We'll change our colours and see if we can keep the other basket on just a little bit better. Now, remember, we like to have straight backs. We'll get Andrew to be the leader. Straighten up your shoulders. That's it. Head up. Good boy. That's the way. You can have the green one this time, Kieran. Need to put that head up just a little higher. Oops. Shell. Oops. If you put your head down just a little bit, yes. And put it up too high, it likes to slip down your back. Turn round, Daniel. There we are. And come down here, Ben, just behind Daniel. Right, now we're ready for another turn. Would you like to change yours, Derek? Would you like a different colour? Okay. There you are. I'll have your orange one. Might be lucky with this one. Yours seem to stay on so well. There we go again. Ready, please, Mr. Music.
See me walk so straight and tall. I won't let my basket fall. Eyes ahead and don't look down. Keep that basket off the ground. Watch me hold my head up high, like a soldier marching by. A back that's straight and strong, you see, helps to make a healthy me.
Slow down just a little if it's falling off. That's better.
See me walk so straight and tall. I won't let my basket fall. Eyes ahead and don't look down. Keep that basket off the ground. Watch me hold my head up high, like a soldier marching by. A back that's straight and strong, you see, helps to make a healthy me.
How did you go? Did you manage to keep it on for just a little while? That's good. Come and put them away. It's refreshment time. Why don't you go and get something to drink too and join us? I need some helpers. Who'd like to come and give out the
Hey,
Right. Make sure you've got room on your table for your mat. Take the cups, Andrew. That's it. Daniel, put your plane on the floor for a moment so we can put the mat down. You put them on this side, Kieran. That's it. Wait till you have your mat first of all. Andrew, there you are. And perhaps you'd like to take the cups around for me, would you? Come on, stand up. There you are. We need one for Ben and one for you. Here's yours, Karen. That's the way. Now, are you lucky enough to be able to have a drink with us this morning? I hope so. Perhaps you're going to have a little something to eat too. We'll say our special romper in prayer, our thank you. For our family, our friends and food, we say thank you. Know when you're enjoying your drink, there's never a sound. Everyone's very quiet. Had enough? That's the way. There you are. Now it's time to dress Willie. So if you stand up for me, Michelle, you can see what he's wearing today. So everyone else stay sitting down. You can sit in your own spot and Michelle will help us dress Willie. Yesterday he was dressing up as an Indian, but today he's getting ready for bed. So do you think it's night time or daytime? When do you go to bed? At night. There's the moon. It's a bit cool, so he needs his nice woolly pyjamas on. That's it. Some little snug slippers. There's Teddy. Maybe Teddy's going to go to bed with Willie or else just sit on the table. Now, perhaps he's going to watch a little bit of television before he goes to bed, so we'll just put his dressing gown on. That's the way. Oops. Good girl, that's the way. Yesterday, Willie was telling us to be a fast dresser and not to dawdle, and that means after your bath too, especially since it's autumn time. You have your bath, you're nice and warm, you have to get dressed quickly so you don't catch a chill. Can you do that? We're going to play some more games too, and I'll show you how to make a crown just after these messages.
What if Near Enough had been good enough for Noah?
Oh, look, there's been a bit of a muck-up. I don't think we can fit all you blokes in. I'll tell you what, how about one of each instead?
In everything we do, let's do it to the letter. And even when we've done our best, let's do it even better. Let's advance Australia and give it all we've got.
Our story today is called The King's Three Crowns, the Three Kings of Hullabaloo. Well, I thought I'd show you how you can make a crown with some cardboard or some stiff paper. There it is there. Have a look. It's easy to make. You just need to have a stapler, a felt pen. Now, if you don't have a stapler, you could use one of these little clips to do it up at the back. Something like that, all right? And a pair of scissors, of course. Start off with our piece of paper. Now, Michelle, stand close to me and I'll just check and see if it's big enough for you. All right? Turn around. Measure the size of your head. That'll be right. Just big enough. Now we'll make these peaky parts here. Start off with little peaks down the end, and when you get to the centre, a nice big one. And then some little ones at the end there. That's all you need to do, and we cut it out. You can make any shapes you like. They don't have to be sharp peaks like this. If you like painting, you could draw a pattern first of all and then fill it in with your paints. Okay. Perhaps if you're having a birthday party, you could make all the hats. Start at this end. Cardboard gets a little bit bulky, so you have to keep turning it round. finish the cutting out, we need to turn it round. And with our paper clip or staple, keep it together at the back. Like that. Yeah. Now, if you want to decorate it, we'll make sure that it's flat first of all and put a few little patterns on it. Let's pretend that these are the jewels that you sometimes see in the Queen's crown. Depending what colour you use, you could have rubies, emeralds or diamonds. Use your felt pens, pencils, paint, anything you like. Decorate the crown and then put the staple in. We won't have time to fill in all these circles and patterns. I'll show you what it's going to look like when I put the staple in. I'll see if it fits your head, Michelle. Now tell me some of the things that I've used to make the crown. First of all, I started off with the cardboard. And what did I use to cut the shape out? The scissors, that's right. A stapler. And you need some pencils, crayons, or some paints to decorate it. And there are our two crowns. Let's go over to our other chairs now, because we're going to have a look at some pictures of a little boy going to bed. What are the clothes called that you wear when you go to bed? Pajamas, that's right. Do you think he's putting his pajamas on there?
Yes.
What colour pajamas are they?
Blue. He's going to bed.
Getting ready for bed. What's he doing here?
Going to bed.
Is he asleep?
Yes.
Seems to be. His eyes are closed. He's lying on his side. Blankets are up round his shoulders, keeping him cosy. He's in bed asleep. What's he doing in this picture?
Brushing his teeth.
Who brushes their teeth before they go to bed? Do you? Most important. So that when you're sleeping, little Danny Decay can't make any holes in your teeth if they're perfectly clean. Now,
He's putting on his shoes.
to think about that. What's he
He's
doing?
putting on his boots.
Do you think he's taking them off, or is he putting them on?
Put them on.
We'll have to see. We don't really know, do we, until we see the other two pictures, and then we'll be able to work it out.
He's going in his bedroom.
Going into his bedroom. Now we can see that they're not boots, are they? He has red overalls on. They're his play clothes. I think he might be going into his bedroom to put his pajamas on to go to bed. Let's look at the last picture. What's he doing here?
Running.
Where do you think he's running to? Is he running to his friend's place or running back home?
Running to his friend's place.
Well, let's look at all the pictures and we might be able to work it out. He's putting his pajamas on, going to sleep, cleaning his teeth before he goes to bed, taking off his play clothes, walking into his bedroom to get ready for bed. I think this one must mean that he's running home. He's been playing with his friends. Time to go home and go to bed. Now, which of those do you think is the first picture in the story?
That one. That one.
Not this one, is it? Because he's getting ready for bed there. He still hasn't taken his clothes off yet.
But that one.
Come and point to it,
There's something
Daniel.
wrong there.
There is. They're all mixed up, aren't they? I think you're right, Daniel. Let's start up with this one. Put that at the beginning of the row. Which one would come next? Not this one. He already has his pajamas on there.
That one.
Which one? Come and point then, Karen. Good girl. Let's put that at the second row. Now, that seems to make sense, doesn't it? Running home, finished playing for the day, walks into his bedroom to get his pajamas. Which will be the next picture in the row then?
That one.
Would Ben like to come and point to the one that he thinks comes next? Come on. something with red on, don't you think? That's the first one, that's the second one. Now, what's the third one?
I don't know.
Can anyone help you?
Yes?
Which one, Derek? No, not that one.
What?
That one. It has to be that one because he hasn't taken off his play clothes yet. Right. That's the third one. Right. Sit down and we'll try and choose the next one. Runs home, goes into his bedroom, takes off his play clothes. Which is next?
That one.
Would Michelle like to point to the one she thinks comes next? The one where he's putting his pyjamas on. Good girl. That's the next one. This one or this one?
That one.
The sleeping one or where he's cleaning his teeth? Cleaning his teeth. That comes next. Cleans his teeth before he goes to sleep. So this must be the last picture in our story. Let's look at them together. He runs home, goes to his bedroom to get his pyjamas on, takes off his clothes, puts his pyjamas on, cleans his teeth, and goes to sleep. What a good boy. It's time for us to play bend and stretch now. Let's go and get our poles. Arms out in front. Find a space. I think we're a bit close. Over here, Derek. Now take one big step back so our circle's even bigger. That's the way. Touch your toes with me. Stretch up high. Go from side to side. That's the way. Good. Well, we're ready. Arms out, and we'll get Mr. Music to play for us. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Over you go, side to side. Good. Bend and stretch. That's it. Now up on tiptoes. Forward.
Bend and stretch, reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter, here comes Mars. Bend and stretch, reach for the sky. Stand on tippy-toe, oh so high.
Stretch up. That's it. Look up into the sky. Is it nighttime or is it daytime?
Nighttime.
Nighttime. Well, what can you see in the sky then?
Rocket ship.
Rocket ships.
I can see aeroplane.
Aeroplanes? Oh, yes, I can see an aeroplane up there with its flashing
I
light.
want to see a rocket ship up
Where is
there.
it? Oh, that's going fast, isn't it? My word it is.
Bend and stretch, reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter, here comes Mars. Bend and stretch, reach for the sky. Stand on tippy-toe, oh so high.
Stretch up. That's the way. Put your poles down now. Give your arms a shake if they're a little sore. Sometimes when you stretch like that, they do get tired here, don't they? This time we'll just use our fingers to touch our toes. Down you go. Creep them down. Right down. Keep those knees straight. Stretch your arms and ask Mr. Music to play. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Wave your arms. Good. Time to bend again. And stretch. Feet together and stand on your tiptoes.
Bend and stretch, reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter, here comes Mars. Bend and stretch, reach for the sky. Stand on tippy-toe, oh so high.
Now, someone said they saw the moon last time. Was that you, Derek? Where's the moon? Which side? Over there. Oh, goodness me, it's rather a cloudy night, isn't it? Can't see much of the moon. Just a little bit peeping out beside the cloud.
There's a star.
And a star, too. Look, very big.
A little bit dirty.
Oh, it is a bit. Clean it up for me.
There's a shadow.
Bend and stretch, reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter, here comes Mars. Bend and stretch, reach for the sky. Stand on tippy-toe, oh so high.
One big stretch. Make yourself grow straight and tall. Arms down. Story time now. Let's see what it's about. Remember, it's about that king who had 3 crowns. Sometimes he just doesn't know which crown to wear. The 3 crowns of King Hullabaloo. Now, King Hullabaloo, he had 3 crowns. The crowns hung on 3 pegs. Now, the gold one, that was for best, and the silver crown was for second best. And there was a plastic crown to wear in the garden. One day, King Hullabaloo woke up, and he said to the Lord High Chamberlain, "Fetch me my gold crown." "Let me carry the crown to the king," said the children of the Lord High Chamberlain. "Oh, let me carry it." "No, let me. Let me." "Oh, no, off you go to school. Leave the king alone," said the Lord High Chamberlain. The Lord High Chamberlain fetched the gold crown. "Where are the children?" the king said. The Lord High Chamberlain said, "Gone to school." "Oh," said the king, "I see." King Hullabaloo put the gold crown on his head and ruled over the land until dinner time. After dinner, the king said, "Hang my gold crown on its peg and fetch me my silver crown." The Lord High Chamberlain fetched the silver crown, and the king said, "Now, I think I'll go to the market." "You come with me, and you carry the parcels," he said. The Lord High Chamberlain's children saw the king going to market. "Let me go with the king. Let me go. Go on. I would like to go with the king to the market." "Oh, no. Go and play in the garden. Leave the king alone." "I'm going to market with the king," said the Lord High Chamberlain. "Oh, well, come on then," said the king. But really, he'd like them to come too. What a crowd at the market. What a lot of pushing and what a lot of waiting. The crowd saw King Hullabaloo in his silver crown, and they said, "The king is here! Make way, the king is here!" So the king didn't have to wait. No, he didn't. He didn't have to push either. The Lord High Chamberlain carried all his parcels, so he just sat on his horse like a king. Now, after tea, the king said to the Lord Chamberlain, "Hang my silver crown on its peg and fetch me my plastic crown." Which one would you like? The gold crown, the silver crown, or the plastic one?
Crown.
The gold one, you think?
Yeah, I like the gold one.
King Hullabaloo put the plastic crown on his head. "Now I'm going into the garden." The children of the Lord High Chamberlain were playing in the garden, and they thought that the king wanted to be left alone. And so the king sat all alone, a little sad and very lonely. Do you think he wants someone to play with?
Yeah. Yeah.
They played a new game this day. They threw rings at the handle of the wheelbarrow. "My, that's a good game," said the king. "I'm going to throw a ring too." Wonder what he's going to throw. Can you think of something that he has that is round?
His crown.
His crown, his plastic crown.
That'll break.
"Oh no," the children said. "We must leave you alone. So you must leave us alone. We're not supposed to talk to you. And how can you play our game? You haven't got a ring." "I have," said the king. "Oh, yes, I have got a ring," King Hullabaloo said. He showed the children his ring. He showed them how well he could throw it too. You're right, he did use his plastic crown. Did he get the wheelbarrow handle?
Yes.
Yes, he did. Tell me how many rings that he had.
3.
3. What was the first one that he put on when he woke up in the morning?
This gold one.
The gold crown, yes, very precious one. Do you think that a gold crown would be heavy on his head?
Yes.
Yes, probably weighed a lot. Now, he ruled over the land until it was lunchtime, and after lunch he fetched another crown. What was that?
That's the silver
The
one.
silver one. Do you think you'd like the silver one as much as the gold?
I like the silver one.
Do you think it would be as heavy as the gold one?
Yes.
Where did he go when he had his silver crown on? Hopped on the horse and went into town to the
The market.
market. That's right. Who carried the parcels?
The
Hard,
nine
isn't it? Lord High Chamberlain, that's right. Now, he came home and had his dinner, and he put another crown on his head. What was this one made of?
The plastic.
Plastic one. And what colour was it?
Green.
Green. Where did he go wearing his plastic crown?
Out in the garden.
Into the garden. Who were playing in the garden?
The children.
And what game were they playing?
Throwing rings.
And where are they trying to get the rings?
On the wheelbarrow.
And the king wanted to play, didn't he? And what did he use for his ring?
The crown.
Crown. Do you think he enjoyed himself?
Yes.
I think that might have been his favourite part of the day. Yes, indeed. My favourite time of the day is to look in my magic mirror and try and see you. Come on, a nice big smile. Stand up, don't hide behind those chairs, and I'll have a good look at you. Romper, bumper, stomper, boo. Tell me, tell me, tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, have all my friends had fun at play? Well, Jai's had good fun, and so's Louise and Sally. Jason's there, and Simone too. Hello, Todd. Hello, Christopher. There's Nairi and Elaine. I can see Kay and Emily. And there's Elizabeth as well as Joanne. Robert's there, Jamie's there, Leanne's there, Danielle's there, Tanya's there again, Benjamin too, and there's Laram as well. And you. I can see you. And I'll look for you next time in the Romper Room School.
Romper Room is presented by Channel 7 in association with Fremantle International each Monday to Friday. Tune in again at 10 o'clock tomorrow, would you?